Appreciate y'all. What it do? They done jumped on the play out here in Jacksonville. What's going on? We got JSO jumping on people. They calling it racial injustice. This is what they saying going on out here. Shout out to Jermaine for the $1 cash. I say Monday early donation. I appreciate that right there. How y'all doing? I'm Willie Williams. Appreciate y'all for joining me. This is the Willie Williams Show. This is the midday news show. Subscribe. Like, share. We got to get the message out there. A whole bunch of people, they not getting the message. And I need for y'all help, your support to get the message on out there. What it do. Hell, it don't seem like YT is putting out the notification. They may be upset with me. We just gonna have to wait to see what transpire out here the further that we go. The 713 say, Doc, say I'm cleared for Monday. That's what I'm talking about. As long as you was involved with SCD Friday, living your own doggone life, doing exactly what y'all need to do. And again, this is our problem. We decided to do what everybody else wants us to do instead of what we want to do with ourselves, with our own life. And you gonna die mad. Listen, you're gonna die mad. I know it's hurtful. It's hurtful. A lot of people, they really don't want to hear the truth. A lot of people, we really don't want to hear about like death and stuff, even though we're going to die. You're going to die. You at least should want to die happy. You know what I'm saying? I am just saying, because regret is a serious thing. Regret is a serious thing. I know it's a whole bunch of you all that's in your 20s. You're going to look up. You're going to be right on into your 40s. Yeah. Yeah, the 40s going to come like that right there. You think that you're young and you're sporty and you're fine and you're handsome and stuff like that. You got it all together, but you don't. Don't worry about it. The time is going to come, and you're gonna look back, be like, dog, I should have put more emphasis on this, or I should have paid attention more to this right here, or I should have did this while I was in my 20s instead of me trying to do it in my 40s. I'm just trying to help. The Brunson, New York is in the bed. Say, well, Pop Pass said, look at these 30 minutes of fire. What to do? The 505s around here say, can't chat, but I'm here, though. I appreciate that right there. Salute Detroit. Monday, what it do. And Monday means that we're just coming off the weekend. We coming off the weekend. We have to sit our essential products down so we can get back to dealing with, like, the sober people. Like you got to deal with, like, the sober life out here, which is boring to me, just in my mind. But damn it, we all got to do it. Well, not all, but a lot of us, we have to do it. We got to put our essential products down to get on right on out here in these streets. Shout out to Phyllis for the $1 cash app. Say, hey, chat, happy Monday, love you, Willie, love you back. I appreciate that as always. The 502 Louisville, Kentucky is in this bit. What it do? Say the 334 the Gump Monkey Town is up in here. I appreciate you being here. Say Seattle, the 206 is checking in on this good Monday. Say, hey, Pastor, welcome back. Oh, it's the first of the month. Well, it's the second, but it's like the first. You know what I'm saying? Bills had to be paid yesterday. But for a lot of companies, they will allow you to go ahead on and make the payment today because Sunday wasn't a business day for a lot of companies. Sunday is not a business day, so they will allow you to go ahead on and treat the second like it's the first. Go ahead on and pay these people. Boy, you can't say that you didn't know. Because you signed up for knowing when you supposed to be paying your doggone bill. So, hey, Sugar the 912 Savannah's in the building. Y'all keep on coming on in. I appreciate that right there. We got to get these numbers up. The 209 Cali is in the building. What it do. How was y'all weekend? Did you really enjoy yourself? You say smoking fire and watching fire. I appreciate that right there. I sure enough do. Tallahassee is up in the building. North Carolina is in the house. Chi-Town is up in here. Man. I appreciate y'all. Now, y'all know typically on Monday we start a little bit slow. We start off just a little bit slow. We got to get into the groove, you know. Everybody ain't ready, but we got to get into the groove. You say, I pay a bill every week. I'm trying to tell you something. Every week, somebody is owed the payment. It's a doggone shame. You say, I would never put my essential products down. That's what I'm talking about. Ooh, soldier by yours. Don't put them down. Listen, and it's like the best way kind of like the only way that you don't have to ever put your insurance products down is typically if you work for yourself, or you work for a company that really don't care nothing about that right now, or you off the grid. Either which one, or either which out of the three, that's what's going on. He said if you pay them no mind, they will make you pay attention. Sure enough, will the 504 New Orleans is in the house. Come on in, come on in. You say I pay my bills on the third. As as long as I think it's like the first 5 days, I think they give you like a grace period. The first 5 days, like the first, second, third, fourth, fifth. You know what I'm saying? In like any of that time, like you're not late. Depends on the company. You is not late. Typically, they're going to give you a grace period and stuff like that. And a lot of you all still be coming up short, even with the grace period. It's a doggone shame. You got to ask yourself, why am I coming up short when I know what it takes. I know how much work I have to do to pay my bills. I know according to what I may get paid hourly, I know how many hours I need to work to pay my bills. Why is we still falling short of glory? Shout out to Phyllis for the $4 cash shop. You say, add this to the one. $5 challenge checks came out. Ooh, them checks done dropped. Y'all listen. Hit the cash out if the checks done dropped out here in these streets. That's what I'm talking about. I appreciate that right there. Show enough do. Listen, y'all get the thumbs up. Of course, it is 12:10, and like I've been saying from the live channel, typically we have over the 100 by 07, but we're not on the live channel. We're on the number 7 channel. For those of you who just dropping on in, remember to go to YouTube if you're on YouTube and you see any of me, the Willie Williams Show. Subscribe to all the channels. Say I paid out $3,000 already today. You see what I'm saying? Jesus, that should be hurt. A lot of people listen. I was was I on Twitter and the person said this light the light bills is getting ridiculous. He said my light bill is $65. It used to be $55. I said what I'm saying to myself, I want to snap on the post. You know what I'm saying? But I don't snap on people's posts. Like I don't do that. But I really did want to snap on the post. Give yourselves a thumbs up because you hit 100 thumbs up before 12 out here in these streets. You hit it on 12-11. You beat the 12 time. I appreciate that right there. You say mine was 450. Hell, my last lights were 560 something. Yeah. $65. Yeah. What is you talking about? $65? I kissed them people in their mouth for real though. With $65 for lights. You say they charge you the usage and the delivery for the utilities. And this is like in case you all really don't know, really have not been paying attention, they have been increasing. They have been increasing what you pay. They have been increasing what you pay, and a lot of it, they will always blame it on, it's hotter in the summer and all that fly stuff right there. But if you look at your summer bills, from year to year to year, they've increased from year to year to year, even though it's during the same period. And you typically be doing the same thing. You still work, you still come home, you still got the churn, you still pretty much do the same stuff, but your bills is sky high now. But they be blamed it on the heat. And you be like, but hell, ain't nobody home like that. So how's my bill high? Now, especially when now you don't have no kids in your house. Or if you have the kids in your house, the kids is grown. The kids working and stuff like that right there. So they not even home like they used to be back before they was working. And your bill's still high. Somebody lying to us. Somebody lying to us. Somebody is playing around here in these doggone street. And I think the biggest problem comes in because the majority of, I guess, areas or states or municipalities, they only have one electric company. One power company. So who do you argue with? Like you can't argue with anybody, nobody, because they have a monopoly. They are the only ones who is around here. It ain't like you can go to another company. There's nobody else servicing your area. So you just stuck. $436 last month electric bill. This Texas heat sure enough feel, boy, it just don't make no doggone sense. He say we got at least 11 more years before these churn is out our house. I'm trying before there's no kids in our house, for real though, man. Listen, I know a lot of people there's like we love the kids and all that stuff. I love my kids. I wouldn't change them for the world. Just keep having them. Just keep on having them to live with you and stuff like that. The closer they get to 18 is like the faster that you want them to get to 18. One of the biggest problems is nowadays, even once they hit 18, if they ain't making no real money, they tend to not leave your house because everything is expensive. If they is not making a certain amount of money per hour, they can't afford to move. Sugarland, Texas is in the house. Hashtag Willie say hush. I appreciate that right now. He said my bills went down 75% when them boys got grown. Ooh, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking for out here in the doggone street. And that's what that should be like our mission. Hair up, get rid of the doggone churn. But again, if we have not molded them properly, if we have not set them up for success, they're not going to be able to afford to move. Remember that. They're not going to be able to afford to move. Let's go ahead on and jump into this right here. We got a balloon release. We ain't had a balloon release in a good little minute. You know. But we have a balloon release in a family, what is they saying? A family demands justice for their daughter. Here we go.
In 1 year since 20-year-old Kanaya Brunson's murder, family and friends are honoring her memory. Police say a Milwaukee man killed Brunson, then set her remains on fire. 12 News reporter Emily Pofall checked in with Brunson's family at a vigil tonight as they wait for her alleged killer to go to trial.
Shout out to Logan for the $2 super chat. He say, man, I trade my kids for a Suburban. There it is. Damn it, you got to get rid of them churn. For real, for real.
Friends and family.
I know that she's here with us all.
Remembering 20-year-old Kanaya Brunson 1 year after her murder.
Today, I'm still feeling the same grief. Our family's still feeling the same grief.
Hanging on to each other for love and support, especially as they still wait for peace and justice.
Until I know the complete sentence on what they did to my daughter. So until that judge hit the gavel, I won't feel like justice is served.
According to the criminal complaint, Brunson spent the morning of September 24, 2022 with 50-year-old Sultan Sharif. MPD believes...
What? So do y'all remember that I did the story?
Sharif killed her later that day. The complaint says 45-year-old Johnny Hopgood helped Sharif burn Brunson's body. Sharif has not yet been convicted of Brunson's murder. Online court records show prosecutors originally charged Hopgood with mutilating a corpse and aiding a felon. But in June, Hopgood instead pled guilty to lesser charges, resisting and obstructing an officer. Loved ones still grieving 1 year later, but not doing it alone.
It takes a family, to get through pain like this. So it feels great to look and you still have your friends, your sisters, your cousins, your mothers.
Right now, Sharif is scheduled for a jury trial in December. The family says they'll be there when that trial happens. In Milwaukee, Emily Pofall, WIS.
Hey, I'm still feeling the same grief. Our family's still feeling the same grief.
How old she was
Hanging
again?
on to each other for love and support, especially as they still wait for peace and justice.
Say, what is daughter doing with that old ass man?
Until I know the complete sentence on what they did to my daughter. So until that judge hit the gavel, I won't feel like justice is served.
According to the criminal complaint, Brunson spent the morning of September 24, 2022 with 50-year-old Sultan Sharif. MPD believes Sharif killed her later that day.
Sound like he was old sugar dad or something. Oh, yeah. Maybe she just liked them older. Maybe she just liked them older and That's just what it is. But listen, no matter what the age of a player, if a player feels like that he want to take you off earth, he gonna try. He gonna try to. Damn it, we don't know what she did. We don't know what she did and hope that she ain't do nothing. Well, hell, something was done to have him to act in this manner. And then he must have really did not want to go to jail because he had his partner, kinfolk, whoever, help him burn the body. Y'all got to pray for these people. Y'all got to pray for these people and see if the prayer going to work. Moving right along ain't going to even much hold you. It's a doggone shame. There's a lot of this type of stuff going on out here in these streets. Y'all, they going on to jump right into it. What is it? It is 19. 19. Let's go ahead on to Jacksonville. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, elemental, H, or H, I, J, J, we looking for the J. Oh, man. That's Buddy right there. Hold on. Here I go again. I just had it. What is going on with my production? Something's going on here. Maybe I need to fire the production company. Well, the production company is me, so I might need to fire me. But I'm finna get it together. Don't even much worry about it. Click on it. I got it right here. Don't be questioning me.
Shopify.
Do not be questioning me. Let this commercial play and get y'all on your way. Hold up, swole up. Let's grab it like this, put it up here on the screen. Oh, wait, we want to do theater. You know how we get down. we do theater. Now listen. A player that got jumped on, swole up, bloody eyes and all that stuff right there during a traffic stop. The family got issue. The family's upset, you know. Say, just reset yourself. Yeah, I'm trying to get me together right now. Remember, we're coming off the weekend. Things is a little slow. But here we go. Look here. I want to say, always comply. But let's see what happens.
Viral video that now shows the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office is investigating. It has sparked outrage online. We want to warn you the video you're about to watch is hard to see. The video captures 24-year-old Lakean Woods being arrested. The incident took place on Toledo Road and Powers Avenue in the San Jose area. According to Woods' attorney, he was beaten by several JSO officers after being pulled over for an alleged seatbelt violation. He's currently in the hospital. News4Jax reporter Alicia Hatcher joins us live. Alicia, what was the sheriff's response to this?
So, Scott, News4Jax did ask the sheriff earlier today after his sheriff's walk about this incident, and he said that the incident is under investigation and that the department takes allegations like this very seriously.
This was a stop, looks like, that ended in a gang unit from the sheriff's office, and indeed I use the term gang unit because Mr. Woods exited the vehicle, and I'm assuming from the report he ran from them. And when they caught him, they beat the crap out of him.
Okay, counsel, I'm going to ask you to use respectful language before the court.
Thank you, Your Honor. I apologize for that language.
So beating the crap is non-respectable. Okay, go ahead.
But they beat him considerably. Then they fabricated this report to say he's armed trafficking.
That was attorney Dexter Van Davis speaking on Lakean Woods' behalf. This viral video captured Woods being placed in handcuffs Friday. In the video, you see several officers surrounding Woods. Once he is handcuffed, officers turn Woods on his side and slam his face into the ground. Moments later, Woods is seen holding onto one of his ankles with both of his eyes swollen shut. An officer is seen throwing a kick in Woods' direction. As an officer attempts to get Woods on his feet, he falls back to the ground. The officer then talks to Woods as he sits on the curb with a bloody and swollen face. News4Jax spoke to Sheriff T.K. Waters Saturday about the incident.
I put out a statement this morning indicating that, every allegation of misconduct or excessive force, every single one is taken very seriously. And we'll review those body cams, and eventually you will see the body cams, and you're going to see contextual information, start to finish.
We also spoke to retired JSO Director Tom Hackney, who says investigations like this are a lengthy process.
It would be assigned to an internal affairs detective for the initial review, and of course all the information would be pulled, the body-worn cameras, any of the reports that are written, the hospital records.
Hackney also says that police officers have a policy to follow when an arrest happens.
People deserve the right to be treated fairly in their arrest, that excessive force not be used. But in cases, there are cases that, force is involved with them, and the facts will come out. The body-worn cameras will be reviewed. That the body-worn cameras would show a more complete assessment of the incidents that led up to it.
Yes, it will. Yes, it will. Yeah.
The sheriff's office says they are looking into what led up to the incident and the incident itself. We have requested the arrest and booking report, but we have not received that information. This story is developing, so as we learn more information, we'll continue to bring you the latest here on News4Jax as well as on news4jax.com.
Appreciate it.
Handcuffs Friday. In the video
Before the court, I'm going to ask you to use respectful language before the court.
Hold on.
Mr. Woods exited the vehicle, and I'm assuming from the report he ran from them.
Assuming from the report he ran from law enforcement. Why would we run from law enforcement? What was going on in our minds and in our heads, like when we get pulled over? How many of you all get pulled over by the gang unit? It's just a question. I'm not judging nobody, but we judge around here at the Willie Williams Show. How many of you people, you all, get pulled over by the gang unit? No? Not too many? Say, Willie, yo, people going rogue out here. Damn it. Notice one of our officers was looking to see if there was cameras around, because we want to be safe. We want to be safe when we're doing our job out here in these streets, so we got to look for the cameras from you civilians. Yeah.
And when they caught him, they beat the crap out of him.
Now, typically in the streets, typically in the communities, in the upscale communities, we already know if you run from us, law enforcement, you run from us, and we got to run, and we catch you, this is an unspoken or unwritten rule. If you run and we catch you, we gon', give you a pie like your mama would do. When you run from your mama give you a pie when she catch up with you, right? Yeah. Come on. This is an unspoken rule, but now in 2023 we're gonna act like, oh my God, I can't believe. We know this, right? Don't run if you can't get away. Why don't we say that? Don't run if you can't get away. I know. I be knowing the argument, but this is why I have to look at things from both sides a whole bunch of times. A whole bunch of us came up in the upscale communities. We knew running can't get away. Running can't get away, you're gonna end up like Buddy on the screen right now. Shout out to Logan for the $2 damn it, I finna say the rumble rant. The $2 super chat, you say maybe he hunched one of their wives. There's always a possibility of that right there. Yeah.
Okay, counsel, I'm gonna ask you to use respectful language before the court.
Thank you, Your Honor. I apologize.
Look at somebody, baby mamas on the front row. Look at the difference, though. This side is all males. This side is females. But you mean to tell me that females do less, like a lot less crimes than males? Which they do less crimes, but a lot. I'm just saying something. Where all the women at?
For that language, but they beat him considerably. Then they fabricated this report to say he's armed trafficking.
That was attorney Dexter Van Davis speaking on Lakean Woods' behalf. This viral video captured Woods being placed in handcuffs Friday.
They were struggling trying to put him in handcuffs. Why? Because they said that he ran. If you run and we catch up with you, of course you tussling with it. Well, 99% of the times you is going to tussle with us. You're going to resist the arrest. It's only like that 1% to where you will comply once you get caught. You know what I'm saying? So typically when you run, and you get caught, you really don't want to get caught. So you really don't want to be put in handcuffs, right? So us in law enforcement, we have to tussle with you and shit like that. We got to wrestle and all that stuff. Just put little handcuffs on you.
Friday. In the video, you see several officers surrounding Woods. Once he is handcuffed,
trying to put him in handcuffs.
Officers turn Woods on his side and slam his face into the ground.
It's not into the ground, it's into the grass. Damn it, listen, we got to be specific. It's not into the ground, it's into the grass.
Woods. Once he is handcuffed, officers turn Woods on his side and slam his face into the ground. Moments later, Woods is seen holding onto one of his ankles with both of his eyes swollen shut. An officer is seen throwing a kick in Woods' direction. As an officer attempts to get Woods on his feet, he
goddamn skinny jeans, though.
Falls back to the ground. The officer then talks to Woods as he sits on the curb with a bloody and swollen face.
Now, I wanted this right here because just in my experience, I do believe that the officers knew exactly who he was. In my experience. You say, Willie, isn't the grass on the ground? Damn. Hold on. Let me think about it. The grass is on the ground. See, it is, technically, yeah. Technically, yeah, but, all right, listen. People will look at things different if you say on the ground and in the grass. Why? Because we see the ground as being something like real solid, and it hurts, right? We hear grass and we feel like grass is kind of like cushion, you know. So grass is on the ground, but we look at our perspective is totally different right there. You know what I'm saying? Like if you slam the baby on the ground, then people like, ooh, you slammed it. Ooh, wow, that hurt. But you say you slammed it. Damn it, I slammed the baby on the grass. They be like, damn, you slammed the baby on the grass? Is the grass okay? You know what I'm saying? Like we on... It's how we look at things. But you got a point. The grass is on the ground. They say the grass is solid, though. They say dirt hurt. Facts. But it hurts less than, like, the ground, like the concrete ground, like the asphalt ground. Like, it's just different. It's just different, but you got a point.
News4Jax spoke to Sheriff TK Waters Saturday about the incident.
I put out a statement this morning.
TK say once you see the video, you're going to think different.
Indicating that, every allegation of misconduct or excessive force, every single one is taken very seriously. And we'll review those body cams, and eventually you will see the body cams. And you're going to see contextual information.
See contextual. That means that there's a lot that you have not seen with the little video that's been released.
Finish.
We also spoke to retired JSO Director Tom Hackney, who says investigations like this are a lengthy process.
It would be assigned to an internal affairs detective for...
All right, cute. We got that right there. We got to go to the other one. We got to go to the other one. What is we doing? Bam, bam, bam. Oh, well, hell, we might as well just do it here. Slow me down, sister. Don't do it. We got to let the commercials pass real quick. But yeah. Typically when the gang unit, which we also call them the Jump Out Boys. I'm from Dade County. We call them the Jump Out Boys too. Depends on if it's Tuesday or Thursday. You know what I'm saying? Hell, listen, if anybody right now is in the upscale community, do they still do jump outs on Tuesdays and Thursdays? And somebody let a player know, because I don't know what's going on the ground as far as the Jump Out Boys. The task force, gang unit, the scorpion units and stuff like that right now. I really don't be knowing, but you all can enlighten me. Here we go. The community advocates the advocates rally against the JSO for racial injustice.
Tonight on the 10 o'clock news, the mother of a man seen in a viral arrest video involving Jacksonville police officers is speaking out.
When I looked at that picture of my son, I felt like the lady of Emmett Till's mother when she seen her son, and he was unrecognizable. And when I looked at that, that's how I felt when I seen my son.
24-year-old Lakean Woods was arrested Friday on several charges. He was first pulled over for a seatbelt violation.
Oh, he was 24. Oh, I thought he was a minor or something. Oh, all right. My bad. He said, I don't know. I'm out here with the lighter hue folk. Say, so you don't know what's going on in the upscale communities. Got it. Bam. I didn't know that he was like 24. But also, the mother said that she felt like Emmett Till mama. That's what's up.
The incident has sparked outrage online. Community organizations gathered today to protest what they call racial injustice. News 4 Jax reporter Alicia Hatcher joins us live from police headquarters. Alicia, what is the family's main concern at this point?
According to Wood's mother's attorney, the biggest concern is his health. They say they are still unaware what condition he is in. No one is giving them any answers, and they say they plan to continue to pressure JSO until they do so. Dozens in the community rallied to protest what they say is an act of police brutality against Lakean Woods. In a viral video, Woods is seen handcuffed with a bloody and swollen face. His attorney says he was beaten by several JSO officers after being pulled over for not wearing a seatbelt Friday. He was taken into custody and charged.
You see, but we always have to remember, listen to how it's being framed. You have to always remember how things are being framed and how things actually is or are. It's one of them. Listen.
After being pulled over for not wearing a seatbelt, is seen handcuffed with a bloody and swollen face. His attorney says he was beaten by several JSO officers after being pulled over for not wearing a seatbelt Friday.
Do you see that? He was pulled over for not wearing a seatbelt, but he was beaten just for being pulled over without wearing a seatbelt. I always remember the language that's being used and the words that's being used to illustrate what happens. He got his face bruised up for not wearing a seatbelt. I don't believe that.
Viral video, Woods is seen handcuffed with a bloody and swollen face. His attorney says he was beaten by several JSO officers after being pulled over for not wearing a seatbelt Friday.
Remember, now that is going to stick into the people's mind. He was being brutally beaten after being pulled over for not wearing a seatbelt. So those things are going to go together. I'm just trying to tell y'all something. This, trying to evoke emotions and public outrage. I'm just telling y'all now.
Was taken into custody and charged with several counts. On Sunday, one of Wood's attorneys appeared in court on his behalf to challenge no probable cause on his counts. After a long discussion, the judge ruled no probable cause for 2 of the 6 charges against Woods.
We got 6 charges. Okay.
We spoke to Woods' mother, Natisha Woods, about her thoughts on seeing the video.
I seen them kick my son and slam his face to that ground, and I couldn't believe it. And I was like, I could not believe they would do that to a person. Because if you kick a dog or do something to an animal, you going down. So it's okay to beat a human down like that, and it ain't no pressure, ain't no problem behind it. It's not right. It's not fair, and we're not going to take this. I'm not going to sleep until my son is home and these people are brought to justice.
She says,
I understand a mother's anger. I understand a family's anger. I do get that right there. Let me explain something to a whole bunch of us. It seems like we tend to forget how to operate in the streets. We tend to forget how to operate in the streets, or how the streets operates when it comes down to our loved ones. But we understand it when it comes down to somebody else in the community. We get it when it's happening to somebody else. We get it because we've seen it time and time again. So we know, hey, if you do this, this right here may happen to you. But when it finally hits us, then we like, oh my God, I can't believe it. And then when we've watched it for decades. The one thing, especially for you mothers, let me explain it to you out here. I already told y'all multiple times. Explain it to you. When it come down to your sons, can y'all please tell your sons to comply? I know, but Willie, this don't justify law enforcement doing what they did. Got it. I can agree with you. This don't justify nothing, but it's been done. This don't justify them jumping on him and slamming his face to the ground. You right. But that's what happened. I can almost promise you. The attorney said he fled. He ran away. So then they eventually caught up with him. I can damn near promise you if he wouldn't have ran, this wouldn't have happened.
She is unsure what kind of condition her son is in.
All I know, he suffered a concussion, but he was in the jail, he was throwing up, and they had to transport him back to the hospital. So they released him from the hospital so fast, and then they got him over here, and then they had to send him back. So whatever they did to him, it had to be severe.
And is pleading to get answers.
No excuse for police brutality. Justice for Ken. Hashtag justice for Ken. Every life, I'm guessing, matters. Stop police brutality. Back here, I am with all of that right there. I'm with all that right there. I feel y'all pain out here in these streets. One thing I'ma still tell you. Tell your sons to comply. We always want to tell law enforcement what they should not do. We don't never want to tell our children what they should do. We don't never want to tell our brothers, our cousins, our friends, our family. We do not want to tell them what they should do when dealing with law enforcement. Why is that? I don't. Now, mama, this can be a lawsuit. I get it, and she damn near gonna win. As of now, but until we see the body cam, that may change the game. That may help out a lawsuit, or it might beat a lawsuit, or it might destroy a lawsuit.
It hurt me so bad because I can't touch him.
Mama look young too. Mama look like she 32 or something. 32, what? Damn it, he 24. So, all right. Damn, we gonna give you about 38? Damn it, but that'll be like you did, you had him at 14. So, we might gotta go with like 40 or 41 because we want to give her like 16, 17, 18. You know, maybe 18 giving birth. So if it's 18 giving birth, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that's 42. We'll give her like 42. Why she looking all young and stuff? Look at that baby. Yeah.
Can't nurture him. I can't protect him. I'm a mother. So I want.
Cannot protect the 24-year-old, baby. You cannot protect the 24-year-old boy out here in these streets. It just ain't gonna happen. I do understand what she's saying or where she's coming from. I get that. Y'all cannot protect grown folk. Nope. Just like men can't protect women. Nope. The only way you could protect someone if you have control over that person.
To be able to hold my son, I can't.
And that would be called oppression.
Him and I can't hold him, and it's really bothering me at this time. I just want justice for my son.
Damn.
Wood's mother's attorney also says,
say 24 plus 12 equals 36. So we're not gonna say that she had. We're not gonna say that she had him at 12 years old. No. I'm gonna give her by 18. So we're gonna push that there up to like 42. You know. Cause if she 42, that baby look good 42. She look like she about 28, to be honest with you.
That they want a full and transparent investigation, and they are waiting to see that body cam footage. Now, Sheriff T.K. Waters did release a statement saying that this incident is under investigation and that they will eventually release that footage. For now, reporting live, Alicia Hatcher, Channel 4, the local station.
The local station. I like the way that you say that right there. But listen, man. Listen. if you don't want your sons down on the ground like this right here, the number one thing you need to tell them no matter what is comply. I know. But the police wrong, the police. Comply. I know my rights, and they ain't supposed to be. Comply. You can tell me all that fly shit that you want to tell me. It don't change the fact that you just been brutally or you ended up with your face all swole up shit. It don't change none of that when you telling me that they ain't supposed to do that. All right. That's what's up. I agree. It don't change what just happened to your loved one. It does not. You say, Willie, we know black don't crack out here. Bam. Shout out to Quincy X for the $2 cash out. You say, F that. Say, no excuse. They wrong. And I'm with you again. This is why I say, I'm in agreement. If they wrong, they wrong. I'm in agreement. But watch this. His face still bloody. His face still swole. Even in their wrongness, I can almost guarantee you if he would have complied, this wouldn't happen. I can almost guarantee it. Listen. I know a lot of you all get upset because you feel like I'm taking law enforcement side. I'm just trying to teach a little something. I understand what goes on in the community. I understand what happens, let's say, when you flee from the police and get caught. I've been knowing that there since the late 80s. I've been noticing what goes on in the community since the 80s, but since like the late 80s, when they used to try to run from the police and you just outside, and you see what happens when he runs. Oh, you learn real early. I can almost guarantee you, pretty much in any upscale community, if you outside with the 6, 7, or the 8-year-olds, they have watched people run. And they watch people get caught. And they watch what happens when people get caught. And they have an understanding is if you're going to run, don't get caught. And a better understanding than that, don't run. Just saying. Say, Willie, what's your thoughts when folks comply and still get the crap beat out of them? That's very, very rare. That is very, very rare, and this is what I'm saying. It's all about percentage. It's all about a percentage. You have a better chance of complying than not complying. You have a better chance of complying than not complying. You say, Willie, she got pregnant at 12 and had him at her 13th birthday. I don't even want to put it on her like that right now. I truly believe that she had the baby at 18 or waited past 18. I don't know. I don't know why I believe it, but I'm just trying to give like the benefit of the doubt right now. You say, that check they might receive after they sue the police department is gonna be fat. You say no, but serious though. I don't think that the gentleman should have run, but unnecessary treatment. I can be in total agreement with you. I can be in total agreement with all y'all. I'm with you. If they did this to him, I'm with you. It shouldn't have been done. Got it. But I can almost tell you the reason that it was done. If they did this to him, I can tell you the reason why it was done. See, it's cause and effect. Remember? For every action, there is a reaction, right? That's the type of stuff that we be out here saying. Right. If you run, there's a high probability that you gonna get chastised. The streets know that. Players in the community know that. Say, black men, please start running and comply, even if you have a warrant. Trying to tell you, and I do understand, you all do not want to go to jail. I get it. But you don't want to get your face all swole or possibly shot. Huh? For non-compliance, right?
I looked at that picture of my son. I felt like the lady of Emmett Till's mother when she seen her son, and he was unrecognizable. And when I looked at that, that's how I felt when I seen my son.
I understand the pain. I understand the pain because it's personal. It's personal. It hit close to home. Got it. Listen, I hope that this was a learning lesson. This should have been a learning lesson for the whole community. The whole community. Comply. Moving right along. I ain't gonna eat much of you. Moving right along. I gotta give you something short. We about to run out of time. Bam. We about to run out of time around here. Oh, let me give you this right. No, because we want to do that. Damn it, I thought I had them lined up. Oh, all right. Oh, I got an update. Oh, I got a hell of an update. Hold on. Hold up, swole up. I know what I'm doing now. We about to start popping and locking. Oh no, we don't want to do that. Shout out to Quincy X for the $2 cash shout. You say you think it would have been, you think it would have been the same if he was white? Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not. Absolutely. Hey. But we always got to think we are not the same. You always got to think. For the longest, we've always felt that law enforcement treated Dog U people different. So if we know law enforcement treat Dog U people different, then maybe we need to really, really act accordingly. Since we believe and know that they treat us different, right? Just saying. You say Emmett Till did, though. You say, I don't think that it was a fair comparison. You got a good point right there. You say you already backing the cops' narrative, Willie. Hold on. Wait. I missed them last two words. You already backing the cops' narrative, Willie, that he ran. No. That's not the cops' narrative. That was his attorney. Aha. That was his attorney. His attorney said that. I respond to what his attorney said. Now, when the body cams come out and he did not run, hey, all right, bam. If he just complied and this here happens, this is one of a few. And then the family's going to get paid. It's going to be like a $5 to $10 million ass whooping. And who's going to be mad about that? Think about it. If he did not flee and they just beat him up, that's about a $5 to $10 million and whooping. Yeah. I don't think the family is going to be that upset anymore. Because as we do know, when law enforcement pay out, the family go hush. They stop talking. Let me take you to Philly real quick. Which one is this one? This is the 220. Watch this here. Because we always talking about the things that we can do to fix crime and all this stuff. Listen.
A blueprint for a safer Philadelphia. That's the idea behind a crime summit today at St. Joseph's University. Our Ellen Kaloje with more on how the government is working with regular people to tackle the crime crisis.
So this violence summit here at St. Joe's University was planned months before the recent looting in Center City and other neighborhoods in Philadelphia this week. But those crimes were certainly a point of discussion.
We are losing businesses. Target. We're losing CVS's and Rite Aids because they don't feel safe.
Councilman Curtis Jones and many others who put this violence summit together describe themselves as people
who are sick and tired of being sick and tired.
People who say they are fed up with the crime on Philly's streets and want change and believe that starts with more adults stepping up.
Well, how many of us are actually mentoring our youth? Maybe the biggest way to address it is to become a mentor.
Maybe the best way to address the crime and the things going on in the community is to become a mentor. Go ahead, baby.
Each one, teach one. That's how I look at it.
This is not a one-step, one-fix thing.
Among the speakers, District Attorney Larry Krasner and Acting Police Commissioner John Stanford, both of whom talked about the need for more witnesses to speak up to help solve more crimes. They both also addressed the recent looting across the city and what should happen to those who committed those crimes.
Everybody doesn't need to be in jail, but there are some folks that need to be, especially when you talk about many of the violent crimes that we see or many of the crimes that have an impact on communities long term. And
say everybody don't need to be in jail. Got it.
People who have been involved in.
So you have that man saying everybody don't need to be in jail, but we're talking about the crime. If we're talking about the crime, we're talking about the people committing crimes. So if he's saying everybody don't need to be in jail, what do you mean everybody don't need to be in jail if everybody committing the crimes? We're talking about the people who commit crimes. Everybody who commit crimes, they don't need to be in jail? Whew, we failed.
Committing crimes during this unrest will be addressed individually. We'll look carefully to see whether this is a one-off situation and they're fundamentally law-abiding people, hold them accountable one way, or whether they are criminals.
Did y'all just understand that right now? I'm pretty sure some people got it, some people didn't. Watch what he just told y'all.
Long term. And the people who have been involved in committing crimes during this unrest will be addressed individually. We'll look carefully to see whether this is a one-off situation.
We'll look careful individually to see if this is a one-off situation, meaning the people who was doing the crimes and or like the looting and anything like that right there. Is it a one-off thing? Because if it's a one-off thing, then we're going to take it lighter on them. If it's someone who has been doing multiple crimes and stuff, then we're going to take it a little bit harder on them. Makes no damn sense.
And they're fundamentally law-abiding.
And they're fundamentally law-abiding citizens, but it's just this one time that they had done did something.
Hold them accountable one way, or whether they are criminals.
Y'all do understand that they're specifically talking about the inner cities. He's talking about what's going on in the inner cities, not what's going on in the outer cities. You don't give a damn about what's going on in the inner cities where you got to live at.
Will have to be held accountable.
Neither does he.
If folks feel that they can go in and steal from stores and commit those type of acts without consequences, then that behavior continues.
Yeah, and that's what we've been saying, and you all is not holding these people to any consequences.
So even though no concrete solutions came out of today's summit,
even though no concrete solutions came out of them sitting around talking,
most people agree that just talking about these problems is a step in the right direction.
So we're just going to sit around and talk, but we're not going to do any actions. That's the problem with the majority of people. We talk a lot. We don't make a move. This is the problem.
Especially when it comes to young people. At St. Joe's University, Ellen Kaloje, Fox.
So we just going to keep laying around talking about the young people problem and all that stuff right there while people is losing money, people is losing businesses, people is losing their lives. We just gonna sit around and this goes or takes us in the right direction. We just gonna sit on around and have a discussion. So they just wasted taxpayers' dollars for them to come together, sit inside of a building and talk about some stuff that they could have did over a Zoom call and wouldn't cost people nothing. I don't think we think it through. Give yourselves a pat on the back of y'all that made it to the end of the midday news out here in the YouTube street. Y'all, we finna go over to Rumble. That's where we finna go. In case you're new around here, this is what we do. We go to Rumble at 1 o'clock. The Rumble starts at 1 o'clock. Rumble.com. The Willie Williams Show put the name together. That way when you're doing your search, you can find the player. Players, prostate cancer awareness around here at the Willie Williams Show. Say it's just a finger. So your prostate don't work, your meat don't work. You mess around and lose your la or your life. It's your choice. You make the call. Your body, your booty. And for those of you who do not know, when we get over to Rumble, we slow it down just a little bit because we have infinite time and we do a lot more stories over there on Rumble. We got time to talk about the doggone stories. But I appreciate y'all for rocking with a player. Y'all go ahead on, get on around there, and once again, it starts at 1 o'clock. But I just made it public over there on Rumble, so you all can go over there and find it. It should be real easy. Appreciate y'all for rocking. I am at this piece. I'm gone. Boom.